Have you ever caught a whiff of yourself in the mirror lately and thought, wait a minute, do I smell different now? Maybe that perfume you've worn for decades doesn't dance on your skin the way it used to, or there's a new note in your natural scent that you can't quite pin down. Ladies, if you're a senior woman, say 60 and beyond, you're not imagining it. Our body odor does shift as we age. And it's not just a quirky little change. It's a fascinating journey through science, life, and the incredible ways our bodies evolve. In this video, I'm diving into 6 surprising facts about how body odor changes for senior women. This isn't about judgment or embarrassment. It's about understanding the magic of your body's chemistry and picking up some practical tricks to keep you feeling fresh, confident, and totally yourself. Stick with me to the end, because fact number 5 is going to flip everything you thought you knew about that old lady smell upside down. Plus, I've packed this with real stories from women just like you, proving these shifts are universal and manageable. Before we jump in, if you're curious to unravel the secrets of your changing scent, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps me keep sharing these eye-opening insights with more amazing women like you. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that button and ring the bell. I've got more goodies coming your way. Here's a little challenge. If you love this video, comment number 1 below. If it's not your vibe, drop a number so I can tweak it for you next time. Ready? Let's dive into the aromatic world of aging. Let's kick things off with a truth that's as captivating as a sunrise. Your skin isn't just a quiet shell. It's a living symphony, playing a melody that shifts with every passing year. Back in your younger days, say your 20s or 30s, your skin was a bustling orchestra, with sebaceous glands pumping out oil like they were racing to win a prize. That sebum, the slick stuff that sometimes turned your forehead into a mirror or left your hair begging for a wash, wasn't just a teenage hassle. It was a stage, a rich canvas that held your body's natural aromas and wove them into the perfumes you loved. Picture it, a spritz of rose or lavender would cling to you like a warm embrace, lingering from breakfast to bedtime. That was the oil, your skin's secret conductor, making every note of scent ringing clear and true. But as you step into your senior years, 60, 70, maybe even 80, that orchestra slows its tempo. Those glands, once so eager, take a well-earned rest, producing less oil with each passing season. At first, you might think, hallelujah, no more greasy T-zone. But here's where the plot thickens. This isn't just a surface shift. It's a ripple that changes how your skin dances with the world. Less oil means drier skin, a tighter feel, maybe even a few more lines. But beyond that, it rewrites your scent story. Without that lush layer of sebum, your favorite perfume doesn't linger like it used to. It flits away faster, like a guest leaving the party early. I felt this myself at 62 when my trusty jasmine scent started fading by noon. I blamed the bottle at first, but then I realized it's not the perfume, it's my skin playing a softer tune. And there's more to the symphony. Your skin's a bustling city of bacteria, tiny musicians that feast on sweat and oils, turning them into the chords of body odor. In your oil-rich youth, those bacteria threw a bold, musky bash. Think earthy undertones that gave your scent depth. Now, with less oil on the table, their feast changes, and so does the music. For many senior women, this means a lighter, sweeter sound. Less robust, more delicate, sometimes even powdery. I saw this with my Aunt Marie, 74. In her 40s, she smelled like warm vanilla, rich and full. Now there's a gentle floral whisper to her, like she's carrying a bouquet of spring. It's not just nostalgia, it's her skin's new harmony. Here's the science bit. As oil drops, your skin's pH shifts, becoming less acidic. That tweak throws the bacterial orchestra off-key, softening some odors while letting others hum through. It's like your skin's composing a new fragrance, and you're the star soloist. I love this idea. It's not a loss, but an evolution. Your scent isn't fading. It's finding a new rhythm, one that's uniquely yours. So next time you catch a whiff and wonder, is that me? Smile. It's your body's symphony, still playing, still beautiful. Quick tip, keep the melody fresh with a pH-balanced body wash. Look for lactic acid or citric acid. It nudges your skin's acidity back into tune, keeping odor-causing bacteria quiet. Add a dab of aloe moisturizer, and you'll feel like the conductor of a crisp, clean concert every day. Now let's wade into something a little awkward but endlessly fascinating. That old person's smell. You felt it, stepping into a grandparent's house, catching a whiff that's not quite bad, just distinct. Some call it musty, like a closed-up attic. Others pick up grassy hints or a waxy undertone, like a candle left too long in the sun. It's tempting to blame the furniture, those creaky chairs or faded drapes. But here's the real twist. It's not the house, it's us. And it's got a name, nonanol. This sneaky compound, sometimes called tonanol in casual chats, starts creeping in around 40 and picks up steam as we age. It's not from sweat or grime, it's a souvenir of oxidative stress where your body breaks down fatty acids as cells slow their repair game. Think of it like the rust on an old gate. It's not neglect, just the patina of time. For senior women, thinner skin plays a starring role too. Back in your plump, youthful days, your skin soaked up compounds like this, keeping them under wraps. Now it's less of a sponge, so too nonenal lingers, drifting onto clothes, bedding, even that cozy recliner you love. I noticed this with my neighbor, Mrs. Clara, 78. Her living room had that grassy whiff, and I thought it was her plants, until I realized it was her skin's quiet tale. But here's my spin. This isn't a flaw to fear. It's a chapter of your story. I remember my grandma's house at 85. That scent wasn't stale to me, it was home, woven with her laughter and her bread-baking hands. Science says 2 nonanal peaks in older age, but I see it as a badge of survival, a whisper of all you've weathered. Still, if it nags at you, there's a fix. Water's your ally. Staying hydrated flushes out some of those oxidative scraps. And antioxidants? They're your knights in shining armor. I started munching blueberries and sipping green tea at 65, and my friends swear I smell brighter now. Maybe it's the berries, maybe it's the mindset. Either way, it works. Quick tip, exfoliate weekly with a sugar scrub. It sweeps away dead cells where 2 nonenal loiters, leaving you fresh as a daisy. It's like giving your skin a gentle reset. No fuss, all glow. Hormones are the puppet masters of our bodies, tugging strings we barely notice. And oh, do they play with our scent. For senior women, this is a big act. In your fertile years, estrogen was the director, keeping your scent soft and steady, skin plump, sweat glands in sync, bacteria humming a mild tune. Pregnancy or your 30s might have painted you with a floral, neutral glow. But post-menopause, as estrogen takes a bow, the script flips. Less sweat sounds like a win, but hold on. Drier skin rewrites the play, and your scent steps into a new role. I felt this at 60 after menopause settled in. My armpits didn't drench like before, but my deodorant faltered. There was a sharper, spicier kick I didn't know. My friend Linda, 68, had it too. Her floral wash turned bitey, she said. Science explains it. Lower estrogen dries out sweat glands, shifting what bacteria munch on. For some, it's a powdery whisper. For others, a bolder chord. It's like your body's rewriting its lines, and you're the star adapting to the scene. I've seen it in my mom, 82. She laughs, "I'm sassier now, even in my smell." She's not wrong. Aging remixes you, not mutes you. This isn't new. Hormones have danced through your life, from periods to pregnancies. Each with its scent cameo. I see it as power. Your body's still speaking, still shifting. At 64, I embraced it, swapping my old floral for a citrus spritz. It matches my new edge. It's not about hiding, it's about harmonizing with the change. Quick tip, try an antibacterial wash with tea tree oil. It tames the new bacterial cast on your drier skin. A citrus perfume lifts it higher, keeping you fresh and feisty. Have you ever stopped to think that the plate in front of you might be painting the air around you? It's not just a poetic notion. It's a truth as real as the fork in your hand. Your diet is an artist, brushing your scent palette stroke by stroke. For senior women, what you eat doesn't just fuel your body, it colors how you smell, turning your skin into a canvas where every bite leaves a mark. Garlic and onions, they're sulfur bombs, exploding through your pores with a pungent blast that lingers like an uninvited guest. Red meat, heavy and slow to break down, weaves an earthy, robust trail into your sweat, a scent that's deep and bold. Alcohol? It morphs into acetic acid in your liver, slipping out as that telltale tang after a glass of wine. Even a spicy curry can heat up your skin's palate, leaving a spiced whisper that dances in the air. I learned this lesson at 63, after a hearty steak dinner with friends. The next morning, I caught a whiff of myself, a meaty, grounded note that wasn't there before. It wasn't awful, just strong, like my body was wearing the meal. Contrast that with my sister Jane, 70, who's made greens and fish her daily muse. She smells clean, almost minty, like a breeze through our herb garden. I asked her once, "How do you stay so fresh?" She grinned, "Spinach and salmon, it's my secret paint." Science backs her up. Chlorophyll in leafy greens like kale or Swiss chard acts like an internal deodorizer, neutralizing odors before they bloom, while citrus fruits, lemons, oranges, flush out the compounds that might muddy your scent. I started swapping beef for salmon and sipping green tea at 66, and my husband noticed. "You're like spring now," he said, half joking. But he was right. Diet's a quiet artist, reshaping your aroma from the inside out. It's not just about the culprits, though. Good foods play their part too. I've seen it with my cousin Pat, 72, who's mad about oranges and fresh herbs. Her sweat carries a faint, zesty zing, like she's bottled a citrus grove. Me, I cut dairy at 65 after catching a sour edge I didn't like. Switched to oat milk, added a handful of basil to my salads, and it was like my scent got a clean slate, lighter, brighter, me again. Think about it, every meal's a brushstroke. Red meat and cheese might paint you heavy and bold, but greens and fruits? They're the soft pastels, lifting your scent into something airy and alive. This isn't just a quick fix, it's a long game. I've watched friends tweak their plates over months, not days. My neighbor Ellen, 69, ditched dairy for almond milk after noticing that sour whiff. 6 weeks later, she swore she felt lemony fresh, and I could tell her presence was lighter, like she'd shed a heavy coat. Science says it's the metabolites, breakdown products from food, that seep through your pores. Heavy proteins linger, while plant-based goodies flush out fast. I've taken to roasting veggies, zucchini, peppers, with a splash of lemon, and it's like my kitchen's painting me anew. So next time you sit down to eat, ask, what's this meal sketching on me? Your diet's not just fuel, it's your scent's silent artist, and you're the masterpiece. Quick tip, drop red meat for fish, toss in a handful of spinach, sip citrus water. It's like repainting your scent, light, fresh, and all you. Here's a truth that'll turn your scent world upside down. Stress sweat isn't your workout sweat. It's a rogue wave crashing through your calm shores. Your body's got two sweat crews on deck. Eccrine glands scattered everywhere, pumping out watery, odorless droplets to cool you down on a hot day or a brisk walk. And apocrine glands tucked in your armpits and groin, waking up when stress knocks. At 60 plus, life storms, health worries, family shifts, that nagging bill. Keep those apocrine glands humming, churning out a thick, fatty brew rich with proteins and lipids. When bacteria on your skin dig into this feast, they kick up a musky, acrid stench, sharp, lingering, a scent that screams trouble louder than any gym session ever could. I saw this hit my friend Carol, 67, like a thunderclap. After a brutal year, retirement jitters, her husband's illness, she slumped on my couch, muttering, "My deodorant's useless now." It wasn't her, it was stress sweat, fiercer than her treadmill awns, with a bite that cut through her usual floral shield. I've felt it too. At 68, prepping for a doctor's visit, my nerves spiked. By the time I got there, I caught a whiff I didn't recognize, pungent and raw. Aging, it doesn't just pile on years, it heaps on stress, and those glands don't care. They fire up like a furnace, turning emotional heat into a scent you can't ignore. It's not just more sweat, it's potent sweat, a chemical SOS your body sends when the world feels heavy. But here's where it gets personal. Stress sweat isn't just science, it's a mirror. I remember sitting with Carol, her eyes tired, her voice shaky, and that smell wasn't just odor, it was her fight leaking out. I've had those days, losing sleep over a grandkid's struggles, my apocrine glands throwing a party I didn't RSVP to. It's humbling, isn't it? Your body's shouting what your mouth won't. Yet there's power here too. I started fighting back at 68 with deep breathing, 4 seconds in, 4 hold, 6 out, like pressing pause on a frantic song. My pulse slowed, my sense softened. Carol took up yoga, stretching out the tension, and within weeks she said, "I'm me again." It's not magic, it's mastery, a quiet rebellion against stress's loud stink. This isn't a one-off fix, it's a lifeline. Life at 60 plus tosses curveballs, doctors' calls, empty nests, and each can spark that apocrine roar. But you can tame it. I've seen my Aunt Lila, 75, sip chamomile and walk her dog when bills pile up. Her scent stays gentle, not jagged. Me, I pair breathing with a strain-wowing antiperspirant, and it's like locking stress in a box. Next time your heart races, listen. That smell's a signal, not a sentence. You've got this. Quick tip, breathe deep 4-4-6 to hush the glands. Add an antiperspirant for apocrine zones. It's like muting stress, scent, and soul. Your scent isn't a solo act, it's a duet, harmonizing or clashing with the world you wrap around yourself. Clothes and home aren't just backdrop, they're players, lifting your freshness or sinking it into a musty mire. Synthetics like polyester or nylon, they're scent traps clinging to sweat like a jealous lover, locking in odors even after a wash. Older homes, they're memory vaults soaking up decades of cooking oils, pet dander, and your own skin's whispers, blending them into a signature that trails you. At 64, I pulled my favorite polyester jacket from the dryer, clean I thought, until a faint whiff of yesterday's stress hit me. It wasn't me, it was the fabric, hoarding my scent like a stubborn guest. My Aunt Sue, 76, taught me this too. Her house had that musty vibe, grassy, heavy, and I blamed her old rugs. But sitting on her couch, I realized it's an odor sponge. Years of her life pressed into the cushions. She laughed when I pointed it out. Guess I'm part of the furniture. She's right, your space isn't neutral. It's a co-star. I've felt it in my own home. Closed windows, thick curtains, and suddenly my scent's heavier, like dust settled on my skin. But here's the flip. Tweak your world and your scent sings. I switched to cotton tees at 65, breathable, free, and it's like my skin exhaled. By 68, airing my place daily and dusting baking soda on my sofa, I felt lighter, my home and I in sync. It's not just practicality, it's personal. I remember Sue's face when we opened her windows after years shut tight. It's like the house woke up, she said, and her scent shifted too, less cloaked, more alive among. Me, I've hauled laundry to the sun since 66, vinegar in the wash, baking soda in the rinse, And my shirts smell crisp, not trapped. It's a ritual now, standing in the yard, feeling the breeze strip away stale notes. Your clothes and home aren't just things, they're partners. Polyester clings, cotton releases, dusty rooms weigh, fresh air lifts. I've seen my friend Rose, 71, swap spandex for linen. Her scent went from stuck to flowing, she said. Your world shapes you, tune it right. Quick tip, wash with vinegar, dry in sun, open windows. It's like giving your scent a fresh stage to shine. Let's meet some women living these facts. There's Ellen, 69, who swapped dairy for oat milk after noticing a sour edge. Now she's lemony fresh, she says for us. Then there's Rosa, 73, a widow who fought stress sweat with yoga and cotton teas. Her grandkids call her the cool grandma now. These shifts aren't theory, they're life and they work. So, do older women smell different? Yes, and it's a beautiful complex tale of skin, hormones, and life. From your skin's symphony to stress's sneaky sweat, you've got the power to tweak it. Maybe it's a new wash, a diet swap, or a deep breath. You're not masking, you're shining. Drop a number 1 below with one thing you'll try, exfoliating. Cotton clothes? If it's a number 0, I'll tweak it next time. Like, share, subscribe. Let's build a fresh, confident community together. See you soon.